Biovisual focus is definitely not meant for any golfer. The greatest success I've had is for the 4 handicap and below. Usually we can knock off 3 to 4 strokes. But if you're a 7 handicap, it's going to take you a while to learn it, but you can learn it. If you're a 10 handicap, depending on how you're that 10 handicap, if you have a solid swing and it repeats and you don't worry too much about the swing, you can use biovisual focus. But for the golfer who's still trying to work out his swing, we have to go through another process first before we can actually use biovisual focus. You see, biovisual focus started out with golf swing control. And golf swing control basically is how to use the biofeedback loop to control your swing. So for a golfer who isn't yet solid in their swing and doesn't have a swing that repeats and isn't confident that their swing repeats, we start with, and we start with this anyway in biovisual focus, but we go into more depth with the biofeedback loop, which is the balanced biofeedback loop. And when you've become accomplished with the biofeedback loop and how to use it, what you'll find is that you can control your shot, you'll hit them consistently, you can shape shots both ways from a neutral stance. You may not be able to do it with your eyes closed. That requires a little bit more, and that's why we got into biovisual focus. But the fact of the matter is, you'll be able to do 3/4 of what people can do with biovisual focus. But if you don't have that, there's no way in the world you can use biovisual focus. And that's the catch. I didn't discover it until I became very accomplished at teaching the biofeedback loop. And then when I realized that, and my better golfers were asking for more, that's when we started our research into, can we get into that visual loop? So if you're a 10 handicap or higher, 12, 15, and you're not setting your swing, more than likely, we're going to have to work with you more extensively with the biofeedback loop. We can do that. But there's another way to do that, and that was my original course, Golf Swing Control. Golf Swing Control does that, and it can do it with a beginning golfer, someone that's just starting out. I taught my wife using this, and you know, everybody knows that that's taboo. You never teach your wife golf. But what was funny about that, a quick story, I taught her using the biofeedback loop in her very first tournament, and I was picking her clubs for her because she didn't even know that much yet. She won a long drive contest with a 6-iron. So it works. You get maximum distance, you really get really good control, and I have golfers playing in the scratch range, usually scratch or a few strokes above scratch, just using that. So it's very effective. But if you need those last strokes and you want to get in the subpar range, if you want to shoot in the low 60s, that's where biovisual focus comes in.